Hello and welcome back to the Pokemon Yellow playthrough. We're on part 3. We've delivered Oak's parcel, and we've caught ourselves a nice male Nidoran, which will eventually become a Nido King. Almost said queen because I'm kind of stupid. Anyway, after doing that and training up a little bit using the special rare candies I have, we find Captain Dickass as we march towards the Pokemon League. This is a battle I didn't really know about for a really long time, actually. I don't even think I really knew about it as a kid. I think I just knew not to go that way because I was probably told by my dad, who played Pokemon with me, that that's the way to the Pokemon League. Anyway, you get this battle with him, and I send out my Pikachu. As you can see, I've gotten rid of my Thunder Shock for Quick Attack, which was not a strategic choice, because why would you get rid of Thunder Shock? I accidentally just kind of fucked up when Pikachu learned that move. So I immediately take out Spearow, and my good friend Captain Dickass wants to send out his Eevee, who strangely is a level lower than the Spearow. So I send out my Nidoran, whose double kick will make quick work of Eevee, what with it being a fighting type move and him being and Eevee being a normal type Pokemon. And the one thing that is really nostalgic for me in this game that they changed, I think, immediately in Silver and Gold, aside from adding genders in the experience bar, is that there's the fact that when you have a super effective or a not very effective move, there's no sound. So there's no really cue to it. You just kind of have to remember the type advantages and disadvantages in this game. Thankfully, because I've been playing Pokemon for years and years now, I'm pretty damn awesome at that. But after taking Captain Dickass and shoving another dick up his ass, we're on our way to the Viridian Forest, a place that has caused me just endless amounts of frustration. And god fucking damn it, I forgot about this guy. The guy I used to think was a Magikarp growing up, who wants to show you how to catch Pokemon as an apology for him being a dick. God. It's always something about the beginning of Pokemon games, is it is just so ungodly frustrating when you're trying to just run through them. Because somebody always has to stop you and teach you something or tell you something. This guy's not even good at this. Which I'm pretty sure in Leaf Green and Fire Red they changed this to where he's not only better at it, but manages to goes after a Weedle instead, and gives you the TCTV, which is something I never fucking use. I just love how Pokemon there should be an option that says you're not an idiot. Also, I missed my chance to comment on them correctly, but those Pokeballs back there are always interested me a lot more back in the day, because once it changed, they look like actual Pokeballs. But like in this point in time, when you ran into a Voltorb instead of a Pokeball, it made more sense because the Pokeballs were always so fucking huge. And welcome to Viridian Forest, a place where people paint arrows on the ground. This place has always kind of been a bane to my existence. For one reason, which you're about to see, is you run into so many Caterpies, Metapods, and Weedles, and occasionally a Kakuna, that you just want to pull your fucking hair out, man. And I'm not even going to waste time trying to catch or fight anything here. In fact, and this battle here actually happened on accident, because I forgot that in this game there is a trainer here that isn't in Fire Red or Leaf Green, and I actually want to say isn't even in Red or Blue. She has a Nidoran female and a Nidoran male. Now, obviously, Pokemon at level 6 are no threat to me, so I'm going to make pretty quick work of all this stuff, which gives me the opportunity to drone on about something in Pokemon. Which is that I always loved how Quick Attack worked in this game as compared to the other ones, because it seemed like your Pokemon actually ran back and then forward and hit them twice. And later in the games they changed that animation, and I think where we're at with the animation now looks okay, but I think one of them in Ruby and Sapphire was it just kind of going around in a circle, which was always really stupid to me. Anyway, now that we're here in Viridian Forest, we're gonna try and make our way out of here as quickly as possible. If you talk to this guy over here, he'll tell you he ran out of Pokeballs, which is basically your cue to go and carry as many as you can. And getting away from the trainers in this is a little bit more difficult than other games. Mostly because the trainers here don't really look around very much and are overall hard to get around. The reason for that pause was I wanted to say something about Caterpie, which is that Caterpie is probably the single most annoying Pokemon in Pokemon history. I know a lot of people say it's Zubats, and I know even earlier I said it was Rattata, but while Zubats and Rattata may be something you run into in the wild quite a lot, Caterpies are something you always fight with bug catchers. In fact, you never even really start fighting Butterfree for a while, and it's always like that. Like, and all the offshoots of them are the same too. Like Wurmple, just bug catchers will have that so much longer than they should. You'll be fighting like level 30 Wurmple. Why? I don't know. Because bug catchers are fucking retarded. No, Caterpie can't cut it. Goddamn right Caterpie can't cut it, dude. Caterpie's not that great of a Pokemon. Most bug Pokemon aren't that great, with the exclusion of Pokemon like Scyther. And as you can see, yes, I am going to try and skip as many battles as I possibly can, because I don't really want to sit around and have to deal with trainers that are this much below me. Below. You ever notice how below almost sounds like blow? I'm sorry. I'm just so bored and lonely. So, wandering around, you find a potion, and then we do the secret trick that everybody knows to get out of Viridian Forest easily, and that is go above the forest as much as you can. Once again, I just cannot wait until I get a fucking repel. Jesus motherfucking Christ on a stick. This is ridiculous. Thank God my Pokemon are over-leveled right now, because I swear to Christ if I got stuck in the hole, you can't get away shit. Which is something I never understood. I mean, with Pikachu, maybe, because Pikachu has to run back to you. But with your other Pokemon, how is a Pokemon preventing you from running away from battle with it? I mean, according to the show, you say return, and then a red beam comes out and takes your Pokemon back into the ball. Can a Pokemon block that? And if so, how? And if it does, wouldn't it be caught doing that? I mean, I guess I'd have to know more of the mechanics of the red beam that brings that dematerializes and destructures the Pokemon into energy form and puts it in a miniature ball. I know this is getting really weird and metaphysical, but, you know, whatever. And at this point, I'm not going to use my Nidoran too much. Nidoran can probably kick all of their asses, and by probably, I mean can totally wipe the floor with everything here. But it's a lot easier for me to just use Pikachu because he's my strongest Pokemon, and since I'm doing rare candies, I don't have to worry about levels. So, and as you can see, this 100 and some experience means nothing to me. I'm not even going to level up. The one thing I gotta say is I always like the Viridian Forest music, even if I did find it oddly creepy. I mean, if you're in a forest, and I know there are bug Pokemon, and like there could, and feasibly speaking, if you could run into like a Beedrill, that would be pretty terrifying. But you don't, and you can't, so, I mean, the worst you're gonna run into is a Pidgey. And Pidgeys are just kinda cute and harmless. I always hated this trainer. Especially when you're not, when you're young and you don't grind your Pokemon up to a level that can take out a level 9 or a level 10 Caterpie. See, this is what I fucking mean. Why isn't that just a Butterfree? I guess it would be a little unfair for you to be fighting a Butterfree right now, but technically speaking, I've come to the Viridian Forest, caught Caterpie, and leveled it up to 10 before fighting Brock before. So why not just have it be a Butterfree? I mean, Butterfree's not that much fucking harder. Whatever. But when you fight this the first time, if your Pokemon aren't leveled up very well, this fight's actually kind of difficult. A lot of these fights are actually, but this one specifically, because most of those fights you can figure out a way to run around them. That one, you're fucked into it. Oh, almost there. God fucking damn it! Every time you're about to exit the high grass, you just run into some fucking Pokemon asshole. God. But thankfully we've made our way out. And this old man will tell you about using cut to get past things, and this guy over here will tell you about how Pokemon live in different locations. Things you really should know if you're going to be playing these games. But now that we're free, we can move into Pewter City, which has the most bland, boringest colors of all time, and go straight to the Pokemon Center, where we can heal our Pokemon up 100%. And with that, this part's drawing to a close, as we've made it out of the forest, and we're getting ready to face down Brock, the first Pokemon Gym Leader. And with that, guys, have a good one, and catch 'em all.